Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium for this evening's 5A Central Conference contest between the visiting Whitehall Bulldogs and your Pulaski Academy Bruins. For your convenience, restrooms and concessions are located directly behind the press box of the home side of the field.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's football game. Of course, we're broadcasting from Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. Tonight is senior night, and so we'll actually be with you in just a few minutes. We're not live, and we're not going to go live, but you got something real quick? No? No? Okay, sorry, just making sure. So in the meantime, I just wanted to pop in and just tell you, you're not hearing anything because, well, that's on purpose. So we're going to sit back and kind of broadcast tonight's senior night festivities. We're going to recognize all of the seniors. And, of course, we do want to recognize our pregame sponsor, that is Applied Research Center of Arkansas. You can learn more about them at arcarkansas.com. They're just down the street from Pulaski Academy. You can find that they have all sorts of things that can help you with medical needs. So if you need shots or if you need athletic physicals or anything like that, they can take care of you without an appointment. Their trained physicians and nurse practitioners are there to help you out anytime. So
Welcome
visit
to
them.
Pulaski
In the
Academy's
meantime, I'm going to
Senior
hush
Night.
and let you
We would like to
enjoy the show.
recognize this outstanding group of seniors who have been a part of our 2019 fall sports program. First, the football team, Braden Bratcher. Braden is escorted by his parents, Brian and Paige Bratcher. J.P. Cady. J.P. is escorted tonight by his parents, Jim and Jill Cady. Andrew Cobb. Correction, Braden Cash. Braden is escorted by his parents, Dr. David Cash and Ms. Robbie Cash. Andrew Cobb. Andrew is escorted by his parents, Dr. Chris and Brandy Cobb. Chris Connell. Chris is escorted by his parents, David and Mandy Connell. Richard Griffith. Richard is escorted by his parents, Barry and Andrea Griffith. Matthew Hugg. Clay James. Clay is escorted by his parents, Blake and Kenna James. Drew Johnston. Drew is escorted by his parents, Matt and Pam Johnston. Merritt Jones. Jaden Kelly. Madison Cobb. Correction, Mason Cobb. Miles Marotti. Wilson Miller. Wilson is escorted by his parents, Scott and Mimi Miller. Kendall Pickett. Kendall is escorted by his parents, Antoine and Haley Watson. Trent Sawyer. Trent is escorted by his parents, Rick and Kara Sawyer. Graham Shear. Graham is escorted tonight by his parents, Dr. Blake and Alice Shear. Caleb Smith. Caleb is escorted by his parents, Ronald and Doris Smith. Layden Smith. Layden is escorted by his parents, Arby and Angela Smith. Thomas Vaughn. Thomas is escorted by his mother, Martha Miner. Dane Warburton. Dane is escorted by his parents, Drew and Amber Warburton. Clinton Wilson. Clint is escorted by his parents, Clint and Barbie Wilson. Let's have a big round of applause for all of our senior football team members. And now for our Spirit Squad members. Caroline Bass. Caroline is escorted by her parents, Josh and Rachel Bass. Caroline is co-captain of POM. Natalie Billingsley. Natalie is escorted by her parents, Phil and Janine Billingsley. Correction, Jeannie Billingsley. Mary Riley Busby. Mary Riley is escorted by her parents, Lee and Melanie Busby. Lindsay Cook. Lindsay is escorted by her parents, Joe and Chrissy Cook. Lindsay is co-captain of cheer. Shaylee DeJohn. Shaylee is escorted by her parents, Larry and Dr. Tara DeJohn. Avery Pfizer. Avery is escorted by her parents, Chuck and Anita Pfizer. Avery is captain of cheer and is also a member of the tennis team and volleyball team. Molly Kate Fuller. Molly Kate is escorted by her parents, Brian and Heather Fuller. Juliana Gardner. Juliana is escorted by her parents, Ward and Nancy Gardner. Juliana is co-captain of cheer and is also a member of the tennis team. Lindsay Middleton. Lindsay is escorted by her parents, Mark and Ray Middleton. Grace Palmtree. Grace is escorted by her parents, Neil and Susan Palmtree. Grace is captain of Palm. Olivia Schuster. Olivia is escorted by her parents, Marshall and Lynn Schuster. Olivia is co-captain of Palm and also a member of the golf team. Avery Schubert. Avery is escorted by her parents, Billy and Kathy Schubert. Meredith West. Meredith is escorted by her parents, Keith and Debbie West. Kennedy Caldwell. Kennedy is escorted by her parents, Jay and Lacey Caldwell. Kennedy is manager of Palm and cheer and is also a member of the tennis team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for all our Spirit Squad members. Ayan Mondani, and now for the band members, the senior band members. Ayan Mondani. Ayan is escorted by his parents, Raul and Kumar, and Shabana Jawani. Alex Peterson. Alex is escorted by his parents, William and Lori Peterson. Brian Quach. Brian is escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Quach. Let's hear it for our band members. And now for the golf team. Will Graves. Will is escorted by his parents, Roy and Linda Graves. Will is also a member of the live stream crew. Jacob Crease. Jacob is escorted by his parents, Jeff and Teresa Crease. Jackson May. Let's have a big round of applause for our golf team seniors. And now for our tennis team seniors. Daniel Amati. Daniel's parents were not able to be here tonight. Harper Chambers. Her parents were also not here tonight. Connor Elliott. Connor is escorted by his parents, Clint and Karen Elliott. Habiba Heshmat. Habiba is escorted by her mother, Radwa Khalif. Logan Miller. Logan is escorted by his parents, Eric and Ginger Miller. Ozan Paydock. Ozan is escorted by his parents, Doctors Aisha and Hakan Paydock. Foster Rogers. Foster is escorted by his parents, Byron and Shelley Rogers. Let's have a big round of applause for our tennis team seniors. And now for our volleyball team, Julia David. Julia is escorted by her parents, Rick and Tracy David. Megan Harrison. Megan is escorted by her parents, Matt and Carolyn Harrison. Rick Holman. Riley Holman, excuse me. Riley is escorted by her father, Howard Holman. Kylie Pittman. Kylie is escorted by her parents, Tillman and Amy Pittman. Courtney Robinson. Courtney is escorted by her parents, Dr. Martin and Heather Robinson. Let's hear it for our volleyball team seniors. And now for the cross-country team, Allison Chaco. Allison is escorted by her parents, Dr. Joe and Terry Chaco. Allison is the team captain. Sam Conine. Sam is escorted by his parents, Mark and Dawn Conine. Seth Odom. Seth is escorted by his parents, Kevin and Michelle Odom. Akil Thotter is not with us tonight. Wilson Wah. Wilson is escorted by his parents, Thad and Michelle Wah. Wilson is the team captain. And let's hear it for our cross-country team seniors and all of our Bruin senior athletes. At this time, we ask that you please rise, as tonight's invocation will be delivered by Pulaski Academy's Head of Finance and Investment, Mr. Don Swanson.
Please pray with me. Almighty God, we thank you for providing this wonderful evening and the opportunity for these two communities to come together. We are grateful for the safe arrival of our guests from Whitehall and pray, Lord, that you would be with all of us as we travel home. God, we pray for these athletes and coaches that you would bless their efforts and keep them healthy, free from injury. Help them all to perform with excellence and integrity. I pray that you would bless each of us in a way that only you can, and that your presence here tonight would fill the hearts of the players, coaches, officials, and fans with the true spirit of responsibility and respect. May what we do here this evening please and honor you. We give you all the praise and glory. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for the national anthem, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps. We want to recognize that this Monday will be observed as Veterans Day, and we would ask that all veterans please give a military-style hand salute during the playing of the national anthem so that you may be recognized and we may thank you for your service. And now we direct your attention to the American flag located at the west end of the field. Please remain standing as PA alum Gates Smith honors our country with the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Mr. Gates Smith.
So much. Go get warm.
We now direct your attention to the visitors' side of the field as the Bulldogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again, and thank you for joining us. Tonight, of course, was senior night, and so we had all of our seniors from all of the different fall sports recognized out on the field tonight. So, of course, the Bruins are here tonight to take on the Whitehall Bulldogs. Had to think about that for a moment. But, yeah, the teams have already warmed up, so we just had the national anthem, as you heard, and now the captains are ready to walk out there and toss the coin.
Yep, a bit of a time crunch here. Got a little crazy, but we got it straightened out, figured out, and I think we stopped time for a few minutes there. But
well, yeah, and you know, we're looking forward to a fantastic night of football, not just here, but around the entire state. Of course, this is the last season, or excuse me, the last week of the regular season, and so you know, looking ahead, tonight's games will shape what the playoffs look like in a lot of cases. In PA's case and in several other cases, you've got Little Rock Christian, you've got Harrison. There's a number of teams who've already solidified their place in the playoffs this year. But, you know, looking at around the state, there are some others like Alma and Morrilton. Those two are kind of up in the air. Watson Chapel and Whitehall, both of those are up tonight.
And I believe Watson Chapel lost last night. So
did they?
I think that Whitehall has locked up their spot.
Okay.
If Brooks is nodding, saying, yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay.
But the one that we're really keeping an eye on is the South. The entire 5A South.
Yeah, that's a tough conference.
It's just just competitive as all get out.
Right.
There is a possibility if one game goes a certain way, I believe it's Hot Springs beating Lakeside.
Right.
If they beat Lakeside, we could be looking at a 5-way tie for first place.
So, of course, if it is a tie as far as conference games are concerned, then they'll look at the overall games, so outside the conference. And then if those are tied, I'm not even sure what they do. But
I mean, I think at some point down the line you eventually get to coin toss.
Right.
I don't know how you got a 5-sided die. I don't know what you do.
I don't know. Maybe they have a midweek,
who knows?
play, just quick
Rock,
game.
paper, scissors game or
see, come out to see who gets to play. I mean, if you have two of them that are on the bubble like that.
But there is one team. I mean, not just how they go 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's also a possibility that one team is just going to be left out altogether, even though they conceivably could have tied for first place.
Right, certainly could. Well, looking at other stats, I've heard from. I'm trying to think, Coach Mason. Coach Mason. Madison Taylor.
Yes.
Heard from him earlier this week and heard something that really just shocked me. Get this one. The Bruin receiving corps leads the nation in total receiving yards, average yards per game, and average yards per catch. They lead the nation in those stats.
Wow.
What is this blue? Oh, so what's this blue coming out here?
Oh, he's got a blue smoke bomb
like
or something.
A smoke bomb, yeah, like fireworks.
Yeah.
Say held it over from 4th of July.
That's Andy, I believe, one of the maintenance.
So that is an impressive stat that you just threw out there.
Yeah. So and it is. That's one of the things that we've noted all year. The Bruin offense is not just all passing, and they're not all running. It is a mixed bag.
Yes.
But it has looked like the last few games it has been kind of heavy on the passing. So not surprised to see that.
Yeah. Well, and even the leading rusher Joe Hyman is still getting a lot of receptions.
He absolutely is. He's been killing it and doing a great job of it. Well, here's the Bruins. They're ready to receive this kickoff. That nice little worm burner. It's fielded by Joe Hyman himself. He scrambles between a few of the defenders. He's up to the 40, across the 45, the 50. He could go all the way. He's at the 30, at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Joe Hyman on the very first opening drive. Only, what is that, 12 seconds off the clock.
12 seconds.
Wow. 4 of those seconds were spent making sure he had control of the ball, but goodness gracious, that young man, that's the second kickoff return for a touchdown that he's had this year.
And to have one at the very first play of the game.
On homecoming.
That just hurt. That was demoralizing.
Oh, wow. No doubt about that one. So it looks like Bruffett is going to be out there in the shotgun.
Yeah.
For the 2-point conversion attempt here.
Well, he has twins stacked on the right side, now one in motion. He's going to hand off immediately. That's to Braden Bratcher, and he's going to pass it up to Mason Cobb. So the 2-point conversion is good. Wow. What a way to start the game, right?
Goodness gracious. 12 seconds in. One play. I mean, Brooks, they're not even going to let you work tonight.
That'll be all right. That'll be okay.
Wow.
So, and Whitehall is, Brooks and I were talking about it earlier. He was talking about how good the Harrison defense is this year, and I think they're giving up less than 10 points a game. But Whitehall has actually been pretty respectable in their own right. They have allowed only 18. They're allowing 18 points a game average, which is really good, all things considered, especially considering the conference of the division they're in.
Right.
And they had a very good showing against Little Rock Christian a couple weeks ago. They did lose, but it was a 28-16 loss. And holding Little Rock Christian to 4 touchdowns is very impressive. So Savannah Goodwin is out there to kick, and she is going to get a nice hop, waiting to see if it crosses.
And I think he got it.
And it looks like that was.
Yes, they did.
Bruins got it.
He certainly did. I can't see who it was. He's got all the Bruins out there. Is that Fuda? No, it's number 30. That's Isarius Woods.
Yep,
that was neat how the Bruins were able to kind of block out the the receiving team.
They were, yeah.
And let the ball get that 10 yards before he jumped on it.
Yeah, and I mean,
And the referee was right in front of him.
We've seen the other teams, in other defenses or the recovering teams have, gotten in front of that 10-yard mark and just gone ahead and gotten the ball, but they did not do that. Mason Cobb gets the pitch. He's throwing it deep to Andrew Cobb, who catches it, comes down with it right at the 6-yard line.
Wow.
That was incredible concentration by Andrew Cobb.
It was.
We got a Cobb to Cobb 40-yard pass here.
Wow.
Bruins, sponsored by Newt's Eatery.
Wow. Oh. That was interesting.
We are going to try to have sound from the referees tonight.
We certainly are.
So we may have a little feedback from them. Well, we're going to look into that right now. As we got Bratcher in the shotgun, he's got Cobb to his left. He hands it off to Cobb. He's looking for room up the middle, and he is going to fall into the end zone or get thrown into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 11 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter, not even 2 minutes down, and the Bruins are up 16-0. Wow. Brooks, I don't even know what to make of that.
Two plays.
3 plays.
Yeah.
Three plays, but
Yeah, that's right.
oh, that was a touchdown. I was thinking that was a 2-point conversion there.
No.
So Bratcher's in the shotgun. He's passing to his left. He's got Mason Cobb over there. Mason Cobb is in the end zone again for the 2-point conversion. I apologize. I had my numbers all.
That was a 2-play drive.
Yep.
49 yards.
Yep.
Took 34 seconds this time.
Goodness gracious.
So we played less than a minute, and it's 16-0.
God. See if we can get that volume figured out for you all at home. Coach Kelly's giving his marching orders to the troops, telling them keep it up. Savannah Goodwin's back out there. Looks like they said, hey, you did a good enough job that first time. Let's do it again.
And a good winning play. James prepare to kick off for the Bruins.
She looks like she's looking at the exact same place she kicked it last time. We'll see how that works out. Bruins sideline. As cold as it is tonight, they got a pretty good showing here. The student section is packed. There's the kick by Savannah Goodwin. It does not take the bounce she wanted it to, and it is going to be marked down at the 42-yard line. We'll say 42.5 right here in front of us. And the Bulldogs are taking the offense is taking the field for the first time tonight. Trailing 16-0. A bit of a hole already. They are led by quarterback Matthew Martinez. He has 11 passing touchdowns on the season, along with 2 rushing touchdowns, but their main weapon is Dante Buckner, number 3. He's going to be right behind Martinez. He's a little bit to his right. There's the handoff to Buckner, and he is brought down hard by Richard Griffith, who got behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a loss of about 4, maybe 5 yards. Well done by Richard Griffith there to get in the backfield and create a little havoc. Looking at 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs here. Bruins defense came out as ready to play as the offense and the special teams did here apparently. Martinez is in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left. Buckner's behind him. Looking to the sidelines for the play. He's going to mix it up a little bit. Gives the marching orders again. Bruins are mixing it up as well. They're coming hard. Buckner's running up the middle, and he picks up about 4 yards. Nope, he is loose on the left side, and he is off to the races. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And that's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. We see why Dante Buckner is so dangerous right there. That is number 19 rushing touchdown on the year for him. The Bulldogs take off about a minute from the clock at 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in this game. And they are going to attempt the extra point as 16-6 right now. That's Kyler Barnes out there to attempt the extra point. Number 10, Caleb Taylor's holding. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. So
The point after kick is good, making the score. Bruins
and it is
16,
we've seen
Bulldogs
3 touchdowns already. As the Bruins lead 16-7. Something tells me that the Bulldogs are not going to be kicking it in the direction of Joe Hyman this time.
Probably not.
He is back to receive, but Caleb Nichols isn't much better of an option back there either. I was going through stat lines for the season earlier today. Caleb Nichols has the most interesting stat line of them all. He has 152 yards rushing for 1 touchdown, 17 receptions for 310 yards.
Kessler Purdue prepares to kick off for the Bulldogs.
There's the kick, and it does go to Hyman. He recovers it at the 22-yard line. He's off to the race to the left side. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 40 again, the 30, and 20, the 10. He stumbles. End zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Back-to-back
Goodness
kickoff return.
gracious. Wow. So the Bruins now lead 22-7. That took, I believe, 10 seconds off the clock. He saw that. He heard us say it took him 14 seconds last time. Figured he would top it this time. I mean, that was 80 yards in 10 seconds. That's pretty respectable.
Yeah, very much so.
So Bratcher's going to be alone in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He's got Bruffett in motion. There's a snap, and Bratcher's going to take it straight up the middle, untouched for the 2-point conversion. And the Bruins lead 24-7 with 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first quarter. You heard me right. 24 points within 2 minutes of the first quarter. Joe Hyman is putting on a bit of a show here tonight, folks. Rough guess on the return yards, I would say about 150 return yards for 2 touchdowns. So Savannah Goodwin's going to get another shot tonight. I noticed that Vaughn Seelick is in khakis tonight. He is not suited up. He's on the sidelines. He's got his hoodie, his beanie on, keeping warm, but he is not playing tonight. So Clay James and Savannah Goodwin are going to be out there most every time. And there's the kick by Savannah Goodwin. It takes a spin, and the Bulldogs fall on
got it.
49-yard line. But yes, the
Azarius got it.
Zarius Woods recovers
On the
another
50.
one. That is 2 for him tonight. That was number 41 for the Bulldogs, who tried to fall on it, tried to make the smart play and go ahead and get in front of that 10-yard marker. That was Gray Shaner, but he could not come up with it, and Azarius Woods was able to capitalize on the mistake there. So Bratcher's in the shotgun. He's got Mason Cobb to his left. He hands it off to Cobb. Cobb pitches it to, that is Jaden Kelly. Jaden Kelly's looking for running room on the right side. He's at the 43-yard line before he's brought down. There was a lot of east to west running there and picked up pretty positive yardage, but if nothing else, at least he got a lot of running in and warm him up.
Pick up a 6.
They're hurting it up. Bratcher's in the shotgun alone. He's got twins on either side. Nope, twins on left, trips on the right. There's the snap. He's under pressure. He's throwing deep to Andrew Cobb. Andrew Cobb is open at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins!
Oh, my goodness.
Andrew
Wow.
Cobb.
Already to 30-7, and it's only 9:31 in the first quarter.
I've never seen anything quite like this.
Wow.
So, yes, as you said, 9 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bruins lead 30-7 with 2 onside kick recoveries and 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. Bratcher's in the shotgun. Bruins are bunched up in the middle. Bratcher's looking to run over the – nope. He hands it off to Jaden Kelly, who finds the left side and is in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So now it is 32-7.
Goodness gracious, what a game.
Well, and, we didn't mention it earlier. We didn't talk too much about the weather, but it is cold. I mean, it is abnormally cold for early November, and that cannot be helping the Bulldog calls when they're trying to fall on those onside kicks.
No, it can't.
So Kevin Kelly's giving the marching orders again. Clay James looks back, says, "You want me to do what with the ball? Okay, I can do that."
Right.
He's telling everyone there's been a slight change of plans here.
All right, well, since you mentioned the weather, let's see if we can get Todd Jacobian on the line in just a moment. Let's wait till after this kick. Nice little helicopter spin there. And the Bruins are going to take that one again after it bounced off of the foot of one of the Bulldogs. That was, who was that to recover? That was Clay James.
That was Clay James on the recovery.
Wow, what a play. So it is very cold, and that's going to be a definite factor tonight. It's 37 degrees right now. Todd Jacobian, the PA Live chief meteorologist. Let's go to him for tonight's forecast.
KATV Channel 7 meteorologist Todd Jacobian with the forecast for tonight. As the sun sets and the game starts, it's going to be cold. Temperatures rapidly dropping into the upper 30s. And by the end of the game, temperatures will be in the mid-30s. The good news, the winds will be decreasing as the game goes on. Skies will stay mostly clear.
Thank you, sir, and thanks for always being there for us, Todd. So, yeah, as you can hear, it's only going to get colder.
Well, Bratcher was able to they're going to give him the first down there. He was looking to the right, and then he realized he just needed to run with that ball and found some room on that left side.
Bratcher's set up in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers right and 2 left, and not before the Bulldogs call timeout.
I do not blame them. Probably need a little
They
breathing.
want to pump the brakes on this one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The Bruins lead this 32-7 with 9:21 remaining in the first quarter. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Bruin football on PA Live.
In Week 11, the Hatcher Agency Defensive Player of the Game was senior defensive back Layden Smith. Layden had numerous tackles and pass breakups at the cornerback position and also played safety and played off the edge and was at the point of attack numerous times. Layden is involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, enjoys country music and hunting and fishing in his spare time. Smith plans on attending the University of Arkansas and majoring in business. Please join us in congratulating Layden Smith, the Hatcher Agency Defensive Player of the Game.
And we're back. Once again, they're going to set up in the exact same formation before the timeout. Bratcher in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, 1 man in motion. There's the snap. Little play action to Joe Hyman. He's looking deep. The pass is out there down the left side. And there comes the passing interference call against the Bulldogs.
Braylon Johnson.
He had Kelly down there in the end zone.
And a little too much contact right before the ball got there. And
the key there is if you turn your head, look at the ball, then it makes it clear that you're making a play for the ball, not the intended receiver, or at least makes it look like you are.
But if you're trying to catch up with Jaden Kelly,
you're looking at Jaden Kelly.
You don't have
You've
time
got your
to catch
arms.
it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You don't have time to turn around. You're just too busy.
Here's Bratcher in the shotgun once again. This time he has everyone pulled in tight. Little shovel pass to Jaden Kelly. He's going to make his way to the right side of the field. He's across the 15, and he gets taken out of bounds at about the 12-yard line, and then a flag comes in after the play.
I believe that's going to be a late hit.
I think you're right.
I mean, it was good effort by the defender, but he just tried to shoestring tackle him about.
Let's see if we can go down to the referee and see if we can hear that. I'm not sure he has that mic turned on.
Wait, they're calling the penalty on the Bruins.
On the Bruins.
Holding penalty.
Okay. Didn't expect that.
So we're basically back to right where we started, first down and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Here's Bratcher once again. He's going to take the snap. He's rolling out to the left side. He's trying to find some room to run or pass it, either one. Lots of pressure, and he gets that one off. I cannot believe it, and it looks like it was received by Kelly.
Yep, and that was very good concentration by Jaden Kelly to bring that ball in, and by Bratcher to buy enough time to find him. Tackle was by Jacob Brian Eichelberger.
Eichelberger, that's a fun name.
Eichel.
Oh, Eichel. There's the snap. Quick pitch out to Joe Hyman, and he makes his way into the end zone, and there's a flag on the play.
That was actually that was Joe Hyman. I don't know if they're going to call him that Joe was moving before the snap. He was in motion. I mean, it was one of those plays where they had him start about 5 yards. Another holding flag.
Against the Bruins. Wow.
Well, and on that play, I don't know if you saw that Hyman was about 5, maybe 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And as soon as the ball was snapped, he was running forward.
Well, speaking of Joe, we've got Joe Hyman's Uncle Kirk. He's watching all the way from Dallas, and he says, "Woo!"
Are you out of breath as much as I am after watching that?
Yeah, I can't imagine. He was probably screaming in that living room. Well, good to have you with us again, Kirk. There's the snap, looking to pass down the left side. He's got a man down there, but he is, again, well covered, and there's a good – that's definitely going to be a passing interference call.
2 different flags thrown out there.
Yeah, there are. They both saw it, probably same thing from 2 different angles, but –
intended target was Andrew Cobb. He's gotten several looks tonight, including that touchdown pass, and then he had that one where he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Looked like he might get in the end zone.
Well, we've got Will Graves on the sidelines tonight. Let's go down to Will. Will, is the cold getting to anybody down there? It certainly is. You're absolutely right about that. We're going to find out see if you can find out something about Joe Hyman.
If you could catch up with him.
Catch up with him.
Bratcher, his intended target there was Cooper White, but he was under a bit of pressure. The Bulldogs do have one defender. That's Tristan Evett that the Bruins are going to have to keep an eye on tonight. He has 10.5 tackles for loss, including 7.5 sacks this year.
Somebody should probably run upstairs and tell those away coaches that I'm not so sure they ought to be jumping on that roof.
The intended target was Miles Marotti.
They're calling touchdown.
It was in the end zone all alone, untouched. I'm not even sure how he got that open.
Wow.
It was like he just started off the play there almost. So with 8 minutes and 17 seconds left, the score is 38-7. Bruins leading here at home. Looks like they're going to kick the extra point.
So regarding my comment a moment ago, our booth is just below where the visiting coaches stand on the camera deck, and it sounded like one of them was about to put his foot right through the ceiling. He was jumping up and down so hard.
So,
yeah, I don't think I think he thinks he's switching that on, but I don't think he is, because they can't hear him outside either.
No. So it was offsides on the Bulldogs. Bruins sending Bratcher out there, along with Andrew Cobb, Jaden Kelly, Zarius Woods.
Will, do you think you could catch up with Joe Hyman?
He is a fast man.
He is. He certainly is.
So Woods is going to take the direct snap, and he is going to charge straight up the middle and drags the Bulldog defender in the end zone with him as he scores the 2-point conversion. So the Bruins lead 40-7 with 8 minutes, 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brooks, they actually gave you a drive to try to come up with some stats for.
Yeah, finally. I'll get to you here in just a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently nobody could hear the sideline reporter at all.
Okay, or the side,
yeah, Will. So that's okay. We've got it working now. Sorry about that. Thank you, Leslie Hopkins, for keeping us on our toes.
So Savannah Goodwin's out there again. Clay James next to him. Her.
Next to her. Yeah.
Next to her.
You got to watch them because you never know when they do this who's actually going to kick the ball. She has the ball. Savannah placed it, and it's laying on its belly with the stitches up. So we'll see. They've recovered 2 tonight. Looks like this one is going to be fielded.
That's not the person you want the ball to go to. That is Buckner, who recovers it. He only finds about 5 yards after the catch, but he definitely is someone that they need to try to contain. Make sure that they don't let him touch the ball if they can avoid it.
Right.
Talking about he has 1,350 rushing yards on the season.
Goodness.
And now after that touchdown earlier, 19 rushing touchdowns.
That's a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a number of. So it gets a little help from Martinez.
All right. From the shotgun. There's the snap. Quick handoff. Goes back to Buckner, and he reaches the left side of the field before being stopped at about the 47-yard line. It's only about a 1-yard gain.
He was stopped, but he was not brought down.
No.
That was that touchdown, a Bruin touchdown drive was a 6-play, 53-yard drive, capped off by a 6-yard touchdown pass by Braden Bratcher to Miles Marotti. Brooks, do you know how Miles got that open?
It just looked like he popped up out of the ground and standing
okay.
there in the
I'm
end
glad
zone.
I'm not imagining that.
No, he was just there all by himself. There wasn't anybody around him at all.
Right.
Okay. I just
Here's second down.
Popeye said it was magic.
Oh.
Magic. Second down,
would.
9 yards to go. 7.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Bruins lead 40-7. There's the handoff again to Buckner, and he makes his way again to the left side and is stopped. Let's see. Looks like he gained maybe a half yard, maybe a yard.
Maybe. Clinton Wilson eventually brought him down there. Was the final person to tackle him. There was a group of Bruins in there, but as we've seen, Buckner's a hard guy to take down, so whoever ends up doing it probably gonna be hurting after that.
Can you see this, all right?
Oh yeah, no, I was
okay. Got a handy little Raspberry Pi screen here where our professional spotter, my dad, types in the numbers for us.
There's the snap. Buckner takes the direct snap, and he is going to be contained, but no, he's not. He is going to be just swarmed by Bruins, but not before he picks up about 3 or 4 yards. That might be the hardest earned yardage that he has had all year.
It certainly looked like it. He was kind of moving back and forth trying to find a hole and wasn't finding it, and he finally was able to pick up, 4 yards,
4
it looks
yards.
like? Yeah.
So, speaking of
be
Raspberry Pi,
right?
Or at least pies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 4th down now. It's not a Bruin 4th down
No.
conversion tip, but you know what?
They are bringing out, looks like they're bringing their special teams out. So are they going to kick this one? I'm not sure. Looks like they might.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they are.
Just looking for an excuse to talk about Cupcake Factory.
Sure, yeah, of course.
The Bruins haven't given us any reason to so far.
Not yet. They haven't needed a 4th down, have they?
Nope.
There it is, and it's up in the air, and there go the Bruins. It looked like that looked was it Trent Sawyer turned, and he looked like he really wanted to go after that one pretty bad. He had to think about it. It's like, oh, wait, no, and then kind of did a stutter step and ran off the field. But he looked like he was really aching to go and catch that ball.
Well, and Fuda looked like he wanted to try to block that, making an attempt at the block the punt. He has several blocked field goals, blocked extra point attempts this year, along with where's Fuda? He has 82 tackles on the year, 9 tackles for a loss, 2 fumble recoveries, and one of them went back for a touchdown.
Goodness.
Along with several, like I said, several blocks at extra point attempts or field goal attempts. So
all right, here's Bratcher. He has 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. There's the pass. And he's got Jalen Witcher on his own at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Jalen Witcher. 1 play, 1 touchdown. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, Witcher did a good job beating his man. They've pretty much just given Bratcher the green light to throw deep tonight. We haven't seen many slant passes or screen passes or passes over the middle when he gets to step back in the pocket. He's just letting loose and That time he found Witcher right around the 40-yard line. Bruin territory. He did the rest. So it's 46-7.
Well, let's look and see if they get this extra point. Yep, they're going to tack one more onto it off the foot of Clay James.
47-7. Bruins leading with 5 minutes and 29 seconds here in the first quarter.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. See if we can get you some scores.
Well, speaking of Clay James, yeah, he's got a foot. He can kick those, but catch this one. As a Bruin defensive back, Clay James is second in the state right now in interceptions, and that's not just in 5A.
Wow.
That's in the entire state.
Goodness. Thank you, Brooks. That was a 91-yard touchdown pass.
Wow.
By Braden Bratcher to Jalen Witcher. Took 12 seconds off the clock.
Well, and the Bulldogs did what they could by positioning that really close to the end zone. I mean, they had it right there at the 9-yard line.
Had them pinned down.
And they really did. They were deep in their own territory. But the Bruins said, okay, sure, why not?
We'll take it. Yep, more yards for us.
Can do.
So Lakeside is leading Hot Springs 13-0 right now in the second quarter.
I'm not surprised there. Lakeside looks like they're going to be taking that number 1 spot in the South.
Savannah Goodwin shortchanges that kick. Unfortunately, it just did not go as far as she wanted it to. Very interesting strategy. And
yeah.
Looked like it was going to pay off if it had gone far enough.
Well, and I think by the way that the Bruins were huddled around it watching it spin, I think they were just waiting for one of the Bulldogs to reach down and touch it.
Or hoping maybe the ball would go over that 10-yard mark.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it was intended to go just as short as it did or not.
Yeah.
If it was,
that was
an interesting strategy. I haven't seen him pull that one before.
You never know with Coach
You
Kelly.
never know. Not until you ask him about it later.
Oh.
Well, he is patting Savannah on the back, so I'm going to guess that was not intended.
No.
I think he's down there telling her, don't worry about it. We'll get the next time.
Yeah.
5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here are the Bulldogs. They have one receiver left. They have a man in the tailback slot. There's the handoff. Immediately goes to, I got to remember that name, Buckner.
Yeah.
Dante's Buckner.
Trent Sawyer was initially in there and on the stop, and Buckner was able to squeeze a couple more yards out of that run. He is a very difficult player to bring down.
No kidding. So he picked up 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Currently seating, it looks like Whitehall and Watson Chapel were kind of looking at, one or the other may take that fourth number 4 seed in the Central Division. But of course, Watson Chapel lost last night, so it's really kind of a toss-up to see what happens.
Marte Pinez looking deep. Clay James on the defense, and he comes down with the ball.
He certainly did. He intercepted it right there. It looks like the 14-yard line. That's going to be a Bruin. That's number 7 for Clay James for interceptions. Well done.
Wow, and he is getting just all the accolades on the sideline there. That's just, wow. That took a lot of concentration on his part to come down with that ball. Well played.
He was
Clay
watching
James.
that ball all the way down.
He was. I feel like we've seen that a number of times where the.
So get this. That actually puts him at number 1 in the state, but he has company.
Yeah.
Because you have Josiah Walpole from Mountain Pine, Monte Parks from Northside, Alex Ordonez from Mountain Cove, and then Michael Dunnigan from Atkins, who all have 7 interceptions as well.
There's the pass from Bratcher to Jaden Kelly. No, I'm sorry, that was Caleb Nichols on the right side. That was a little bit of a running back screen pass there. Nichols was able to get out to the 40-yard line. Still in Bruin territory.
He was brought down by Whitehall's number 29, Erwin Williams. Bratcher once again in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, now a man in motion. There's the snap, looking to the left side, There's the pass. It's out there to Braden Cash, and he picks up about 9 yards before being brought down by Braylon Johnson. That'll be 2nd and 1. It's only getting colder out there.
Yeah.
It was, I think, 42 when the game started. It's 36 now. You can tell that window in front of us is fogging up. There's the handoff to Nichols. He picks up about 10 yards almost.
About
no,
5.
yeah, I'm sorry, 5. Yeah, I was looking at the different lines here. Yeah, about 5 yards, but it is good for a first down for the Bruins.
Yeah, I was telling Brooks, I was looking through the stat lines earlier in the season. Caleb Nichols has one of the most interesting ones and read off, but Clay James is right behind him. I'll tell you a little more about that after this play by the Bruins here.
Bratcher is in the shotgun, but he has Nichols in the tailback on his right side. He has 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. He's looking. He looks like he's going to step up and throw it.
Brayton Cash on the catch. That's
Looks
good
like he did catch it. I wasn't sure that he brought it down, but he held on to that one under some pretty good pressure.
Yeah, he did. I'm not sure how close Bratcher was to going over the line of scrimmage on that pass, but
I was thinking the exact same thing.
They did not catch him on it if he did.
Right.
So Clay James has 23 tackles, 5 passes defended, 7 interceptions now, 1 forced fumble, 1 tackle for loss, and is 30 of 32 on the point after tries, which actually I think that's 31 of 33 now. Rogers in the shotgun. He's got Nichols in motion in front of him. He's looking to the right. Passes, finds Witcher on the right side for good for about 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, looks like 2. It looks like from where the side judges spotted it.
So it's going to be second down and about 8 to go.
There's a flag on the play. It's going to be false start against the Bruins.
Did not hear any whistles, but
I didn't either, and I didn't see the flag.
Was it a false start or illegal formation? There might have been a man behind.
Oh, illegal formation, I'm sure.
Yeah, it could have been a man.
He would have called a false start sooner than that.
Yeah, they would have blown that whistle.
So obviously, I guess that means Jalen was covered up.
No, he was in motion. He just had too many people behind the line of scrimmage.
There's the snap. Little pitch goes to
Dylan Allison. He's trying to find running room on the left side. He is run out of bounds.
That threw me off because that was the name that I wanted to say, but then I thought, no, he's number 18. I'm telling you, I still can't get that out of my head. He was 18 last year, Josh, not this year. He's 11.
So now he picked up, let's see how many yards.
11.
Picked up.
Well, I told you last week how 11. I remember Cooper White's name, the 2 O's and the 5 in white. Well, Allison, you got the 2 L's. 1-1.
1-1.
So you would think it's easy for me to remember. There's the snap to Bratcher. He's looking to pass to the right side. It's complete to Witcher. He gets hit once. He's going to run around somebody else and finally get pulled down by the shoestring. He's probably going to lose a yard on that one.
It looks like number 55, Graham Shearer, came up hopping, and he's going to stay in. But, I'm afraid every time they go down tonight, it's not going to feel good out there.
No, it's going to be painful every single hit.
Oh. Well, and the play was pretty well executed. It was good maneuver by the defenders there to get around their blockers and get to Witcher before he could get loose.
Witcher has 2 receivers. He's going to have a little play action there with Nichols. He's still running to the left side, trying to find somebody out there. He tries to find Clay. No, excuse me, that's Miles Marotti.
Yep.
But it came right off of Miles' fingertips.
Well, that was a difficult pass for Bratcher to attempt. I mean, it was good that he got rid of the ball, but he was trying to run and throw it off on his running to the left and throwing with his right. So we have our first
Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion attempt.
Yes.
I was meeting with some of the school administration earlier today, and we were talking about that. How many schools have a 4th down conversion sponsor? 1.
There's the pass over the middle to Cobb, and oh, goodness, it's good for the first down right at the 10-yard line, and that is a Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion attempt.
It's good. That is a good one right there. Put it in the books.
They got any chili over there?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh,
I told you a couple of weeks ago, I put the chili right on the burger.
That's right.
It was good.
Man, chili sounds good right now in this cold weather.
Yeah. Get some. I'm serious. What about next Friday? Let's go meet for lunch about noon.
It's
in West Little Rock.
It's grandparents' night.
Oh.
Yeah. There's the pass by Bratcher over the middle to
Dylan Allison.
Dylan Allison, who makes an incredible over-the-shoulder catch in the end zone for the touchdown, Bruins. Wow.
50 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Bruins leading 53-7. I want to see a replay of that again. Goodness gracious.
Well, I'll bet you anything that John Gorman is working on that. He's going to show you a replay any second now.
So yes, this Friday is there. It is Grandparents' Day for the little ones, the lower school kids.
Yeah.
So I might be able to after that though.
I'll be there.
Yep. There's
the
kick is
kick,
up.
And yeah, it looks like it's good. Wow. So the Bruins lead this one in the first quarter, 54-7. Wow, that's like a final score.
That is.
Now,
wow.
I'm going to point something out that somebody showed me earlier tonight. So this is senior night. We already mentioned that once. It's also homecoming.
Yep.
And so I don't know if we get any shots of the student section at all, but you'll see that if we see them in there later tonight, you'll see that a lot of them have cowboy hats. They've got their boots on, and that is because it's of course during homecoming they always have a different day that they dress up for different things, and you'll see that they've got all those on. Today was Western wear, and that's the theme. Country and Western is the theme of the homecoming dance, and so that's immediately after the game tonight.
Okay,
so.
Well, in the banner earlier said I think it was like
Yeah.
the wildest team in the West.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So let's see here. Who
That's
is out
fine.
there to kick? Is that Clay James is out there?
Yep, all by himself, and this time he did it the same way that Savannah did last time, with the ball on its back. The stitches are straight up in the air. Here it comes. Oh, a nice little went into the air, but only about 10 feet into the air. I'm not sure what just happened. I know that I saw.
I believe that's called backspin.
I know that there was. The Bruins have it. That's number 3. That's the third. Wow, the third onside kick recovery tonight. Wow. So what happened? He had that little backspin going on that ball, and he kicked it about 10 feet into the air, so it went over the primary and then finally landed around the 25-yard line. But what I saw that was interesting was when one of the Bulldogs dropped on it, it just popped out right from underneath him.
I mean, it was spinning. It was on its tip spinning.
Yeah.
And trying to recover that thing, I'm sure it was just a
Wow.
nightmare.
I don't know what if there is a number that we've had the most, but that's got to be
3?
knocking on the door.
Yeah.
3 has got to be knocking. I know that's the most we've had this year. There's the snap to Bratcher. He hands off immediately to Joe Hyman, and he is horse-collared down to the ground, and there's a flag on the play.
Well, that flag is going to be holding on the Bruins. It was thrown before
yeah.
the tackle. Yeah, it was right where Hyman was trying to find the corner.
Wow.
So the Bruins are marching backwards now. It's first down and 20 to go. Well, yeah, it looked like that was thrown right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Bruins. 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Looking to the sidelines for the play. Bratcher and Hyman are back there.
It's got twins on either side with Hyman in the backfield. There's the snap. Looking to pass. He passes complete to Hyman, but Hyman is brought down after about a 2-yard loss.
That was sniffed out by number 32, Logan Plumley.
Logan B. Plumley.
Senior middle linebacker for the Bulldogs. I mean, if you're gonna keep track of at least one player on the Bruin offense, it's probably going to be Joe Hyman.
No kidding. This time Bratcher has 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. Looking to pass. And he's going to be brought down, sacked by C.J. Glover.
That's a defensive tackle. Another senior for the Bulldogs. We were talking about how good this Bulldog defense has been, only allowing 18 points a game as we come to the end of the first quarter. But the Bruins didn't seem to get the memo on that one.
Well, Braden Bratcher has really made himself proud this year, not just tonight, but looking ahead, looking behind us. So far, we've got He has the most passing yards of any quarterback in the state before tonight's game.
Oh.
He had 3,349 yards. Now, let me be clear with that. I'm not talking about 5A again. I'm talking about in the entire state.
Wow.
7A, 6A, 5A, everybody. So he leads in the passing yards, and he also has the most average passing yards per game of the state, which is 418.6.
You know, I think I saw he's actually 16th, maybe 15th in the nation in total passing yards. Looks like we gonna have a few more folks to honor out here.
Yeah.
See if we can figure out who that is for you. Maybe get a shot of him. Popeye.
Well, I think the kids on the field are trying to. I'm not sure. I guess they are not.
Oh.
They were going to, but not really sure what happened there.
Oh well.
Try and get them next time.
Yep. So the Bruins looking at third down and extremely long.
It
Well,
says 23.
The
I think
board
it's
says second down.
Yeah.
The marker says third down.
third. I'm not sure which it is.
I believe it's third down. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like third and like fifth.
23.
23, is that right?
At least.
27.
27.
Yeah, 27.
It's a lot.
This time he has 4 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left. There's the snap, looking to the right side. There's the pass, and it's complete to Cobb at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if that's enough. I'm not sure
No,
it is.
Not even enough for to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, you're right. I was looking at that. You're right.
Wait, it is.
I was looking at that.
It's right at the line.
It's right at the original line of scrimmage. So it's a Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion attempt at 4th and he said 4th and 8, but it's 4th and 10.
Yeah.
There's the snap, looking to pass. Still looking. There's the pass. Oh, and it was intended for Mason Cobb right off his fingertips. It led him just a little too much.
You know, I'm not sure if he would have gotten even if he caught it. He had a defender right behind him.
Yeah.
It would have been a tough play for him to pick it up. And, you know, unusual to see Bratcher overthrow a receiver.
But you know what? At the 29-yard line, it's not a bad place if you have to turn the ball over.
It's better than where it ends up if they don't recover the onside kick.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So they're doing fine. Popeye is cold outside. He's the one giving you all those good looks from up high. We've got several of our student videographers on the sidelines tonight. So you'll be seeing those, as I'm sure you already have. But Popeye is up here on the camera deck next to us in the press box.
Clinton Wilson managed to contain Martinez on the left side, and then I believe that was who was that on that? It was Fuda Shinkawa that cleaned up the work, and that was a tackle for a loss. Actually, I guess that was technically a sack since I was a quarterback. So it was second down and 11 with 11 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. Bruins leading 54-7.
Well,
you heard me right, 54-7.
While we have just a second, I want to mention the Lady Bruin basketball team will begin this Saturday at 8 a.m. at the J.A. Fair Jamboree. The Lady Bruins are going to play Central and Forest City. So if you want to see some basketball, come out and cheer on the Bruins. There's the handoff immediately.
Buckner.
Goes to Buckner, and he works his way to the right side of the field to pick up the first down.
Man, he has taken some hard hits tonight. He picked up that first down, like you said, but it's costing him. The Bruins are not letting him. After that initial touchdown run, they are not letting him through the.
No, they're not.
Get away easily. That was Trent Sawyer on the tackle there. Martinez looking at the sidelines for the play. So there's the snap. Martinez keeps it himself, and he is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10.
We heard from Coach Madison Taylor's parents in Nashville, Tennessee. They're watching tonight, saying so proud of the Bruins and their coaches. And they ask, will the Bruins play at home next week? The answer to that, yes.
Yes.
Starting the very first game, the Bruins will be playing at home. Let me look at my sheet. It looks like, now these are not confirmed yet, but as things currently stood before tonight's game, looks like we'll be playing Arkansas High School from Texarkana, who will probably be ranked or seeded number 3 in the South. So we'll be playing whoever is number 3 in the South.
There's any number of teams that could be in that spot by the end of the night. But
so that'll definitely be a home game. As to the game after that, well, we'll know later tonight.
Oh, there's an interception. That is Chris Connell, and he is off to the races. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Nicely done, Chris Connell.
I wish I could have seen who that was that rushed the quarterback, because he took a lick right as he was letting go of the ball, and that allowed Chris Connell to get under it, because it was not it did not go to its intended target whatsoever. Chris had thought he had the end zone on an interception earlier in the season. That's number 3 for him, and he actually fell short of it. I believe he slipped up, so it's good to see him capitalize this time and take it all the way to the house. As the Bruins now lead 60-7.
Wow.
With 9 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second quarter. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's up, and it is good. As Clay James puts him up one more point, 61-7. Bruins putting on a bit of a show here at homecoming and senior night.
Certainly are. And so looking out at the previous Bruins, let's talk just a second about former Bruin receiver Will Hastings. Get this. He's out there playing for the University of Auburn, and he is a current nominee for the Brandon Burlsworth Award.
Wow.
That's a huge honor, and that's given to a player that began their career as a walk-on and has been successful on the field, and he really has been that. He's been a shining star for that team, so excited to hear that about Will Hastings.
No, they are not getting many scores out there. I mean, Harrison's leading Farmington 35-6 in the second quarter. Morrilton's leading Clarksville 21-0 in the second quarter as well. Lakeside is leading Hot Springs 20-0.
Let's quickly go down on the sidelines to our sideline reporter, Will Graves. Go ahead.
I don't think there's any other way to put it. Man, this is a great time for PA to be peaking heading into the playoffs these next couple weeks. Coach Kelly's really opened up the offense this week. He's given everything, every play for the opposing coach to look at and prepare for. And, I mean, that's just smart coaching, guys. So let's head it up back to you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Will Graves.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that earlier. Thank you, Will, for putting that better than I could have, making him think about a lot. That was Drew Johnston on the tackle there, brought down the return man, who it actually went in between the legs of one Bulldog return man, and was picked up by another one. Drew Johnston brought him down right at the, we'll say, 37-yard line.
Looks like Buckner is set up to receive this snap directly. Is that right?
Nope, Buckner's behind Martinez.
Behind him.
Yep.
Okay, you're right. There it is. He's going to hand off to Buckner. He makes his way straight up the middle before he's met by 3 or 4 Bruins. Looks like he picked up 1 yard on that one. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're going to give him a generous 2 yards.
Well, there you
maybe
go.
Even 3.
Oh, wow. There's no way he made it up that far.
Yeah.
No way. That's okay.
That's okay. So, 8 minutes, 58 seconds left in the half here. What do we got lined up for halftime?
Well, that's a good question. So halftime, of course, like I mentioned a minute ago, this is homecoming. So we will go down to the field, and we're going to bring you all of the homecoming festivities. So we're just going to sit back and watch it. You'll get a chance to not hear us talk. I'm sure there's several folks out there going, "Oh, thank goodness." Well, there's the handoff to get Buckner. He runs to the left side of the field. He makes it up to the 40 before being brought to the ground by Fuda Shinkawa.
Oh, Fuda did a good job. He did what you need to do with Buckner, was just contain him, hold him, and wait for help, which Harrison Lane provided that at the end. And Fuda certainly wanted to bring him down on his own.
He did.
Yeah, that's a big.
He was trying to give him the old Fuda flip. You could tell he was putting his hips on the ground and holding on to those shoulders.
Lift, yeah.
Yeah.
Lift from the knees.
I'm not even kidding. I watched him flip over an opponent in the state wrestling tournament, the state wrestling championship last year.
Wow.
And somebody asked him about it afterwards, and he said, "I didn't even intend to do that. It just happened." It's like, how did that just happen? There's the lateral over to Buckner.
And He is brought down by Harrison Lane. Buckner took another lick on the sidelines. He just keeps taking hits and keeps coming back in.
Well, he keeps getting slower coming back in, though.
Oh.
I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4th down, 2 yards to go for the Bulldogs. 7:19 remaining in the second quarter. Bruins lead 61-7.
It's like Buckner is going to take the direct snap there. He's got number 8. That is
little play action. He's going to keep it himself, and he makes his way through the middle. He's at the 30, at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Buckner all on his own.
His 20th rushing touchdown on the season. He looks exhausted.
He does. That was, let's see, what was that? Okay.
Touchdown.
Well, that was a touchdown. Thank you so much. Hold.
Rushing touchdown.
Back to you. Wow, that was.
I meant to say a rushing. That was about a 53 yard.
No, it was 63 yard. Right? Weren't they starting here? 13 plus 50.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. No. Yeah, you're right. Well, no, it was 4th and 3. So, the kick is up and it is good. Almost blocked by Fuda. I'll make it about 50. I call it a 57 yard.
I'm sitting here counting them. I'm like 56. Okay.
A lot.
It was a few.
It was 50. I'll give it a 56 yard touchdown run. So it's 61-14. Bruins lead here. With 6:51 in the half left.
Now, we've been asked this a couple of times already this season, and so I just want to answer before anybody asks us. We are describing these plays as if we're on the radio, and somebody's asked, why do you do that? We can see the plays. And, when you have the clock on the screen, why do you announce the time? Well, that's because we have actually several who are visually impaired who enjoy watching the Bruin football games. And so for their benefit, we still announce it kind of radio style, if you will.
Yeah. Well, and the reason we were trying to figure out the yardage specifically for your purposes is because you're also the stat reporter for
Max Preps, yeah.
Max Preps. We want to make sure we get that right.
Yeah.
Don't want to shortchange Mr. Buckner on his extremely impressive touchdown runs that he's had so far tonight.
No kidding.
So that kick is in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see. Looks like we have a fan feedback. Let's see. Roger and Jenny Cole checking in from their cozy family room. I know Callie Cole would love to be with her class of 2009, but distance work and studying. Love to you all. Good to hear from you all.
Does anyone have the old fireplace on the TV going yet?
Oh yeah, not yet. I'm sure that's happening.
There's a snap.
Looks like it's a handoff to Caleb. No, that was Kelly. No, you're right. Caleb Nichols. I couldn't see the 24 versus 21.
21,
yeah. Looked like a 1 from first angle, so 2nd down, 4 yards to go for the Bruins. It was Braylon Johnson who stopped him. Here's Bratcher once again in the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff once again to Nichols. Straight up the middle, and he stopped at about the 30-yard line. Just past the 30. That will be enough for a first down for the Bruins.
Interesting set of plays there after we've seen a lot of, as Will said, as they've opened up the playbook, and then Kelly just sends 2 runs straight up the middle for a first down.
Right. All right.
So
here's Bratcher once again. He has 1 receiver on the far left side, 3 on the right, 1 man in motion. There's the pass. It's complete to Dylan Allison. He's across the 35, making his way up to the 40, where he's brought down by Jacobrian Eichelberger.
I believe it's Jacob Ryan.
Jacob Ryan? Are you sure?
That's just a guess.
I'm going to guess Jacobrian.
Jacob Ryan. I like
Jacobrian.
it. Just don't know how to pronounce it.
I like it. It sounds like you ought to be making music somewhere. Jacobrian Eichelberger. Man in motion. There's the snap. Little pitch goes to Merritt Jones. And he makes his way across the 50-yard line. Another first down for the Bruins.
Tackle was by T.K. Walker and Logan B. Plumley in there on the stop for the Bulldogs.
TK. There you go. It's a pink one. I'm going to guess it's pink. It's not pink. Oh, I was hoping I could get that free
There's
iPhone.
The snap by Bradshaw. He's looking to the left. He finds Witcher over there. Good for
Wow.
about 5 yards. He is stopped immediately. That's number 27, Kyron Rogers on the stop. So looking at about second down and
Looks about 2nd and 5.
5. Yep. They're
4 minutes and 31 seconds and counting in the second quarter. Bruins continue to lead 61-14. Here's the snap to Bratcher. He's 4 on the right, 1 to the left. There's pass is complete to Nichols. He makes his way across the 40 and is forced out of bounds at the 35-yard line for another Bruin first down.
Yep. Decided not to throw deep for a few times, and
I'm not sure whether they're already running the clock or not.
no, they're not. It stopped.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know if this was clock management as far as these short passes were concerned.
No, I think they're just mixing it up.
Yeah. So this time he has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. And immediately kind of a shovel pass there to Mason Cobb, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up about, 1 yard it looks like they're going to give him, so 2nd and 9.
We've seen that play run a few times tonight where they pitch it to a tight end, if you will, who's in motion right at the line of scrimmage.
Got about just a little more than 3.5 minutes remaining until halftime. Be sure to stick around for the homecoming festivities. We're going to sit back and enjoy those with you. There's the pass deep to Dylan Allison. He's in double coverage, and it looks like he was batted away by one of the Bulldogs, still waiting for him to come back in. Can't really see his number there. It looks like number 11.
Number 11.
Number 11 swiped it away from number 11. That was Cam Robinson.
Yep. Cam Robinson is actually their number 1 receiver. Of course, we haven't seen any catches tonight, but he has 8 touchdown receptions on the year, and he's also the number 3 on their team in tackles. He's clearly a very talented athletic player, as we just saw. Rogers in the shotgun by himself. He's looking to his left. Now he's looking over the middle. He's got Cobb, who makes an excellent catch right at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line.
Lots of scrambling going on.
He's down.
I'm not sure.
And
he was stopped, but
yeah,
I'm not. He wasn't. Maybe it was just forward progress at that point. I mean, you can't.
Yeah,
he wasn't. He wasn't going anywhere.
The whistle was blown.
Yeah,
trying to avoid anyone getting hurt.
3 minutes, 20 seconds.
You definitely don't want to see that with both teams going into the playoffs. You want to avoid any injuries.
Here's the Bruins 1st and 10. There's the snap. Handoff immediately goes to Nichols. He makes his way across the 5, and he's brought down at about the 3-yard line. And that'll be another first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
So they've definitely given Caleb Nichols a spotlight in this game.
That was another stop by Cam Robinson.
This drive, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's had about 4, maybe 5 rushes. All of them for at least 4 or 5 yards.
Looks like the Bruins are knocking on the door. They're trying to put an exclamation mark on that score before halftime. Nichols in motion. Handoff immediately goes to Woods, and he punches his way through the defense for a touchdown, Bruins. Well done, Isarius Woods.
Oh. Coach Kelly's walking along in his shorts.
Out there in shorts. The man is nuts. Can I put it out there? He's crazy. I've still got to ask him. You know, we've heard all the different stories about it. I want to ask him and hear his. I need to ask him about that this week on What's Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Did not get an episode of What's Brewing this week. I'm going to try and get 2 of them out this next week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, that's our coaches show. We talk to various coaches, and we're going to end up.
Not just football coaches.
Not just football. No. We talked to Coach Kelly. We've already done one with Coach Bruce Dickey with the wrestling team.
Still extremely disappointed that you aren't the one getting
Oh, I know. Me too. Me
Getting
too.
wrestling
He said
maneuvers.
something about insurance and waivers and stuff, and I just wasn't sure after that. So I decided to walk away and not make him. Yeah. Christina said she's going to go in there and handle it, but I don't doubt that she could. But so yeah, looking forward, we're going to end up with Papa, driving me nuts over here. Looking forward to talking to, of course, our baseball coaches. Going to get Billy Adams in there. Of course, for football games, he's down there running the clock. And probably get some of the basketball coaches, talk to some of the more upcoming sports. And then we're going to reach outside of sports as well. Go ahead.
So that was an 11-play, 80-yard drive, finished off by a 2-yard touchdown run by Zarius Woods. Took 4 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock. Gonna have a hard time with the Bear Claws tonight.
Yes.
I mean, you got 3 onside kick recoveries, 2 touchdown runs for.
Just want to point out real quick, Clay James did have that football laying on its belly off the tee and then decided, no, I'm going to switch that up, and he actually placed it traditionally on the tee.
That was Zaire Green that recovered it. He did a good job of bringing the ball in and ran it up. Was stopped at the 40-yard line by Joseph Osmond for making his way onto the stat board this evening.
Yeah.
So I got Zarius Woods out there. Would not be surprised if Zarius Woods is spying a little bit on Buckner just to try to contain him. Cause
one of the things you mentioned earlier is Grandparents' Day. Well, just so folks know, that is November 15th. It'll be from 9 to 10 a.m. at the Connor Performing Arts Center, and I think it's officially Grandparents and Special Friends Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so if you are a grandparent or special friend of any of the students in the lower school, or is it lower school and ECS? Yes, that's right, lower school and early childhood school, then you are invited to come to that. It is they have a nice program where they sing, and it's a.
Wait, the theme this year is Aladdin.
Aladdin?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Lion King.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Okay.
Yep.
No, it's all Disney.
It's all Disney.
Okay. Well, thanks you to our producer, Christina Carroll.
I had it right.
STEM lab teacher and all-around event coordinator.
That was Zarius Woods, who we just talked about, as well as Leighton Smith on the tackle there. And said I fully expect Zarius Woods to kind of be keyed in on Buckner.
Here's 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. There's the snap. Handoff this time goes to Zaire Green, and he picks up nothing.
None yards.
None yards.
Fuda Shinkawa got in there and was able to bring him down by his legs.
Got to stop by Matt Pulley's office this afternoon. Good to.
Did you get in trouble?
No. I was just in the area, so I stopped in and say hello.
Is he the principal?
No.
Well, he's like I don't know. What does he do?
What does he do? He sits in an office and answers chat messages and phone calls. I'm not sure his official title. He's just I think on his business card it says great guy.
There you go.
He's like the Pulaski Academy great guy.
The way you said it sounded like you got in trouble there.
No. I just stopped by and said hi. We talked for a minute.
That was Leighton Smith on the tackle. He actually has, it seems like 3 or 4 tonight. He has 23 tackles and 2 passes defended on the year for the Bruins.
Well, so for those of you who are curious about Pulaski Academy's early childhood and lower schools, we invite you to attend a PA open morning. Open mornings are a great way to see the campus and get to know some more about Pulaski Academy. Prospective families are invited on campus to meet faculty and staff, current PA parents and students. Following a parent session, staff will take families on a campus tour. Our next open morning is December 3rd at 8 a.m. Register online at pa360.org. Spots fill up quickly, so register today at pa360.org.
So we got 20 seconds until the Akeless Carpet One halftime show starts up. So the Bruins lead 68-14 here at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. I'm smelling burgers.
Well, that's probably because they probably just brought in dinner.
I don't know. I think that's smoke. I think that's coming.
Is that coming off of Vince's grill?
Yep.
Well, Vince makes a mean burger.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you right now, if you have not been down here to get a burger off of Vince's Grill, you are missing out.
Yep.
And the best, I'm telling you, the best
There's
grill.
the snap. Handoff is to Hyman. He's finding running room on the right side, rather. And he is tackled hard out of bounds, but not before he picked up about, we'll give it about 20 yards.
He wasn't wrapped up till he was clearly out of bounds, but no flag on that one.
No, the tackle started before he went out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was. You're not gonna throw a flag on that.
No.
13 seconds left in the half.
Looks like Braylon Johnson was the one who pulled him down. Here's Bruffett. He has stacked twins on either side.
Looks like the Bruins are going to be content to let the clock tick down. 8 seconds left in the half.
All right. So once again, stick around for halftime. We are going to bring you all of the homecoming festivities, so we're going to sit back and enjoy it with you. We're going to take a quick break before we bring you halftime and homecoming festivities. We'll be right back. You've been watching Bruin football on PA Live.
The Week 11 Hug and Haul Offensive Player of the Game was senior offensive lineman Dane Warburton. Dane had several key blocks and graded out the highest of all the offensive linemen in the 43-6 victory. Dane enjoys playing the guitar and hunting and fishing in his spare time. Warburton is active in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and carries a 3.6 GPA in the classroom. Upon graduation, Dane plans to pursue a degree in political science at Ole Miss. Congratulations to Dane Warburton, the Hug and Haul Offensive Player of the Game.
Getting ready to start the homecoming festivities. And before we get started with that, let's go to our sideline reporter, Will Graves. Will, let's hear what the coach has to say about the first half.
Healthy 68 points in the first half. How does that feel?
Well, it feels good simply because we scored 2 touchdowns on kickoff return. We've got a defensive touchdown. We've got a lot of offensive touchdowns. So when you're playing well and scoring in all 3 phases of the game, you're going to be happy to coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Will. He's doing a great job down there. I just love it. It's good. We're going to miss him next year. We've already been talking about that quite a bit. So in the meantime, we're going to kick back. We're going to, looks like the band is getting suited up to actually march out onto the field and give us some entertainment for halftime. Everybody's getting set up. Popeye is cold outside. He's got the heater out there. I don't know why he hasn't turned it on. He forgot about it. I'll come turn it on for you in just a minute, Popeye. Just stay plugged in there. All right. In the meantime, we're all muted in here, so we're going to sit back and enjoy this with you. I'm going to get a crowd mic set up because guess what I forgot to do before the game. That's okay. Nobody's perfect, right? Okay, we'll be right back. Enjoy halftime. We'll be back afterwards.
At this time, the president and head of school, Mr. Matt Walsh, will crown the 2019 football homecoming queen, Miss Jasmine McLean. Congratulations, Jasmine, and congratulations to our entire homecoming court. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment tonight, the Bruin Brigade will be playing music featuring the popular styles of Latin America. We'll open tonight's performance with a trumpet feature on Gloria Estefan's Conga. Next, the band will play a Barry Manilow favorite inspired by his visit to the Copacabana Hotel in Rio de Janeiro. Please enjoy Tim Waters' arrangement of Copacabana. We'll close tonight's performance with an outstanding rendition of Ernesto Laquana's staple piece, Malaguena, featuring a solo by junior Jesse Neisweiler on the trombone. The Bruin Brigade is under the direction of Mr. Lane Martins and is conducted on the field by sophomore drum major Anna Wong. One more big round of applause for the Bruin Brigade. And now let's welcome PA Bruin Cheer and Pom. cheer and pom.
Carpet One halftime show. Want to make sure that we recognize our game sponsors. At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. It's not just their slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership, and that's what makes all of that possible. Don't shop at home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. What a great show, and it's great to see the homecoming court out there and get the all of them recognized. Yeah, I know, right? It's so cold.
And their dresses, And Will pointed something out. 2 of the girls that were on the homecoming court had to go change to get right back out there.
Right, and I don't know if you noticed, they actually change right down on the sidelines. So they have this portable
tent.
It's like a tent basically. Yeah, it's like a changing room. That's it's not big enough to camp out in, but it's big enough just to change.
Okay.
So it's this portable changing room. And Lynn Schuster was telling us about that last week during halftime. And, so they bring that up, and they just kind of hold it up in the air, and then they pop in there, change out of their dresses, back into their uniforms, and get back out on the field.
Wow.
Quick change artists, in other words.
No kidding. They really are.
James prepares to kick off for the Bruins.
Well, quickly, the Bruins had 445 total yards of offense in the first half, 341 yards passing, and 101 yards rushing.
Wow.
We have a score of 68-14. That's kind of should be an ending score, but it won't be.
Yeah. So there's the kick by James. He kicks it to number 7, who attempts to field it on the run, and he just has to fall on it right at the 26-yard line. So that's where the Bulldogs will start off with it.
It's like, was it Zaire Green that fielded that? Yeah.
That was correct, Zaire Green.
Well, another thing to keep in mind, another event upcoming, already mentioned Grandparents and Special Friends Day. The very next day, on November 16th, the junior class rummage sale at the Murphy Theater. That's from 7 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. That's always you can always find some good stuff. I've got a couple of hiking backpacks from that and some other things. So check that out on November 16th. There's the Bulldogs. There's the snap. Handoff immediately goes to TK Walker. He makes his way, picks up about 2 yards, it looks like, before being met by the Bruins. Looks like it was Zaire Green on the carry.
Is that No, that's number 8. We do not have a number 8 on our roster.
Oh, I guess I looked at that and thought it was 9. Nope, I don't. You are right. There's not a number 8 on this roster.
Not a number 8 on the official game roster either. So we'll see if we can figure out who that is. But
he's the mystery man.
Dante Buckner has not been out there. Was not out for the last series for the Bulldogs before the half ended, and he is not out there right now. So
there's the handoff to number 8. He's going to run it straight up the middle. That might be Buckner in a different jersey. We'll have to find out.
The tackle is made by number 8, Clay James, and they're ruling the ball was down. The player was down when the ball came out, which is the correct ruling there. He did go down hard. That is Aiden Bailey.
Where'd you find that? She's magic, she says.
It's magic.
Thank you, Christina. Yeah, I was going to look it up on Max Preps to see if it was on theirs, and of course, Max Preps is riding the struggle bus tonight.
Oh,
to
not
borrow a phrase from Christina. That's yeah. It's not a good night for Max Preps to be down. But
well, hopefully Bugner is okay, and he's just getting a bit of a rest after taking a few hits at halftime. So that's number 7, Walker. I'm sorry, Zaire Green, rather, not Walker. Got him confused with TK Walker.
Yeah.
Zaire Green attempts to run it out to the off tackle on the right side. He has stood up at the line of scrimmage, so it's second down and no, it looks like they gave him about 2 yards. Second down and 8. The clock will be running the whole time.
Yep.
So we're down to 9 minutes and 20 seconds in the third quarter. Richard Griffith, Wilson Miller, and Trent Sawyer all combined on that stop. So Martinez is in the shotgun. He's got Bailey behind him. Hands off to Bailey, who finds some running room at the middle and then some. And he is brought down right shy of the end zone.
Looks like about 2 yards shy.
Yeah, he looked like he was on his way there, but he got stopped by a number of Bruins. Trent Sawyer was in there on the initial stop. Then just a den of Bruins. Sloth of Bruins?
Sleuth?
Sleuth.
I think it was a sleuth of Bruins.
Sleuth. Yeah. So 8 minutes, 25 seconds left in this third quarter. Martinez in the shotgun. He's got Bailey behind him. Gives it to Bailey to let him finish off his work. And he does as he goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Bulldogs. They bring it to within 68-20 now. Looks like they're going to send their extra point team out there. That is number 22. Kyler Barnes out there to attempt the extra point. Bring it within 47. There's the kick. It's up, and it is good. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock continues to tick down.
Bruins leading 68-21 now. And like you said, even though we've said this before, just in case this is your first game where you've seen the sportsmanship rule, even if they do decrease that margin under that 35 points, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Once it goes into effect, it stays in effect for the remainder of the game. So that you'll see that clock stop for very, very few reasons.
Yep.
I think an official timeout, a timeout called by either team, injuries, and so on.
Oh, I see on the scoreboard there, offensive player of the game is Dane Warburton, number 75.
Congratulations to Dane.
Offensive lineman. Good to see them get some.
Another one of our wrestling stars. There's the kick, deep kick. Looks like it's going to be fielded by the white hat. Nope, it's going to be chased down by Caleb Nichols into the end zone.
And rolled a touchback. So the Bruins will start with the ball at the 20-yard line, their own 20-yard line, that is. We'll see who comes out there to lead them initially.
I had to run outside and show Popeye I had to start that heater. Are you feeling toasty now, Popeye? Oh, you're on the second bottle? Oh, okay. It's burning through them. I like it.
What kind of heater are we talking about?
It's a little propane heater that I brought in.
What kind of bottle are we talking
It's
about?
a propane bottle about this size. Yeah, a little camp size bottle. And
there's other ways to keep warm with the bottle.
Well,
so
I guess that's true.
Sure
yeah, he's on the second bottle of of Coca-Cola out there.
Yeah, there's a snap. There's the pitch to Jaden Kelly, who's stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit behind it.
No, it's just a little propane bottle, and you just click, 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 and there you go.
That was.
And I don't know if you've noticed on the sideline, they also have heaters down there for the team.
I don't blame them.
And I think those are propane, or not propane, those are kerosene heaters.
Gotcha.
By Hug and Hall, one of our sponsors. So thanks to Hug and Hall for those tonight.
That was number 6, Shelton, on the on the stop for, interestingly enough, Bratcher is still out there taking the snaps.
Pass is complete along it's a lateral pass to Mason Cobb, and he picks up about 5 yards, it looks like. We'll see where they place it. Looks like it's going to be about 4 yards, so it'll be third and 6.
Yep. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Colin McKendra was on the stop for the Bulldogs there.
Bratcher again in the shotgun. He has one receiver far to the left, 3 to the right, one in the tailback position. There's the snap, looking down the right side. Braden Cash is jumping up and down saying, "Here I am, hit me." But instead he didn't see him, so he's going to keep it, run it out of bounds. He makes it up to about the 26-yard line, it looks like, but it looks like the 26 or 27 is where they'll place that one.
It's going to be well shy of the first down, so we have a
Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion attempt.
Okay. That was once again Colin McKendra on the stop.
So here's 4th and 4 for the Bruins from their own 26-yard line. Here's the snap. 3 receivers down the right side. He hits Andrew Cobb at about the 35-yard line, which does get him the first down, and he's going to be stopped at the 39. We'll go ahead and call it the 40-yard line, it looks like.
There's a number of Bulldogs in there on the stop. TK Walker and Braylon Johnson primarily.
A whole kennel of Bulldogs.
Yeah, a kennel. There you go. But they did not stop the Cupcake Factory 4th down
That's right.
conversion.
Got the Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion, so we're good there. Folks, if you have any thoughts on the game, be sure to send us a text message at 501-570-6464. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Braden Cash around the left side. He's going to be stopped immediately by Erwin Williams. Looks like no gain on the play at all.
No, he was stood up at the line of scrimmage there and did not go far. Erwin Williams is the leading tackler for the Bulldogs. He has, I believe in the 80s tackles this year, maybe 70s. So Bruins slowing down the play here. Unusual for them.
Well, they have under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The clock is just ticking away. He has one receiver left, 4 to the right. There's the snap. Pass goes to the right side. It's complete. There's a flag on the play. That pass was complete to Jaden Kelly, but let's see what that flag was.
It was thrown right at Andrew Cobb. Yeah, we thought we were going to have volume from him tonight. We did not get it. That was Andrew Cobb.
I think that we finally did that time, so I'm going to check our stuff and see if I got to run over and yeah.
See what you can figure out. So the Bruins looking at 2nd down and 20 plus. Call it a long 21. Bratcher waiting for the snap here. He gets it. He fakes the handoff to Cobb. Passes it to Jaden Kelly, who takes a few steps back to catch it, and he is brought down at the 43, maybe 44-yard line. That's going to be good for pickup about 15 yards before he's brought down. So they're looking at 3rd down and 7 to go at the 43-yard line.
He has twins set up on either side. There's the handoff. It immediately goes to Mason Cobb, who was in the tailback position. He makes his way straight up the middle and is stopped at about the 48-yard line. That'll be another Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion attempt. It's 4th and 1 with 1:17 remaining in the third quarter.
Let's see. Caleb Nichols comes out to replace Cobb. Mason Cobb, that is. Andrew Cobb's still out there. Jaden Kelly's out there.
Goodness gracious. There's the snap. He's going to run it around to the right side. Keep it. He's across the 50, and he gets stopped, pulled down. Looks like, is he hurting on his back, or was he just trying to get up? No, he was just trying to get up.
Trying to get his
Good. So he picked up the first down all on his own with that quarterback option.
Logan Plumley there for the Bulldogs gave him a little help getting his jersey back in place. I think Plumley was the reason the jersey was thrown out of whack. But
yeah. So that was another successful Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion for the Bruins. Here's 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs' 47-yard line. Under 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Bruins are still looking at the sidelines. There's 5 seconds on the play clock. Here's Bruffett in the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff immediately goes to Nichols. He makes his way up to the 45-yard line, and he's pulled down after a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So we're heading to the fourth quarter. Bruins leading here at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium, 68-21.
What a game the Bruins are having. I wish I could tell you the other scores. I guess I could pull up Fearless Friday or something like that.
Yep.
Let's look at that, see if we can see, because we have so many different games around the state that could affect the outcome of the first round of next week's playoffs games. Let's see. These are games in progress. I wonder if I can sort those by, yeah, here it's already sorted by conference. So it looks like Alma is currently shutting out Huntsville 35-0 in the fourth quarter. Greene County Tech and Paragould, that's the Greene County shootout. That's there. Greene County Tech is leading Paragould 17-7 in the fourth quarter. Harrison leading Farmington 49-12 in the fourth quarter. Hot Springs Lakeside and Hot Springs, another rivalry battle. Hot Springs Lakeside currently leading that one 27-6 at halftime. Camden Fairview leading by 1 point over Little Rock McClellan 13-12 in the third quarter.
There's a snap by Bruffett. He passes it to the left side.
That's Braden Cash.
Braden Cash, and he is picked up. Looks like they're going to give him about 4 yards.
Looks like he was stopped by Irwin Williams and Braylon Johnson. Second down.
Third down and 4.
Second down. Oh, second team. I'm sorry.
Bruffett's in the shotgun. He's got Nichols, is right. There's a snap. Give is to Nichols. Nichols is.
Oh, and he drops the ball. Ball is
and
loose, and it looks like it's covered by
56 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that looks to be Antonio Johnson who recovered that fumble for the Bulldogs. So they're going to take possession at the Bruins' 48-yard line.
So they are telling first team to come off the field. Second team defense is going to get out there with as we are 10 minutes, 55 seconds into the fourth quarter. See if we can tell you who's out there for those Bruins. There's Cameron Mercer's out there. We got Drew Johnston. See them out there.
Martinez in the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff goes to number 8.
That's Bailey.
Thank you. I knew I was supposed to know that one, but I never wrote it down.
He was stopped. I want to say that was Harrison Lane in on the tackle, but
it was Joe Osmond and Ben Smiley.
Nope. Okay. You know, it was interesting. Before the game started, I saw an interesting little pregame ritual or something. It was Ben Smiley and Joe Hyman. And Ben Smiley was pretending like he had a camera. and Joe Hyman was striking poses. And,
right.
You know, of course, tonight he struck a bit of a Heisman pose.
He certainly did, several times. So the Bruin defense was able to put up a brick wall right there, and the Bulldogs ended up losing a yard on that play, it looks like. Well, nope, looks like they actually did get the ball right back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 8 from the 50-yard line.
Dale Pena was in there on the stop initially, but as you pointed out, it was a bit of a wall by the Bruins. Kendall Pickett for sure was in there, as was Luke Witham.
Nine minutes, 20 seconds and counting on the clock left in the game. Bruins lead 68-21. Here's 3rd down, 8 to go for the Bulldogs. There's the handoff immediately to Zaire Green. He makes his way up to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like he gained 1 yard, so it'll be 4th and 7 yards to go. Let's see what they decide to do here. Not much movement on the offensive side of the ball, so I think they're going for it.
Yep. So let's see here. Well, bit of a confusion on the opposite sidelines as the.
Well, they're probably not used to going for it on 4th.
Yep. So Bruins looking to stop the run here. They're stacking the box.
There's the snap. Handoff immediately. Oh, that was a fake.
But it did not go far as number 13 Martinez is stopped after a gain of about maybe 2-3 yards.
Some good play action.
Yep.
It was convincing enough for me, but he had his back to me, so
not for the
Bruins. They saw right through it.
Yep.
So they take possession on their own 45-yard line. 8 minutes 10 seconds and counting on the clock. Bruins lead 68-21. Here's 1st and 10 for the Bruins. Let's check the old Max Prep, see if they're still riding the struggle bus. Here is Bruffett in the shotgun. Handoff immediately goes to Isarius Woods. He makes his way across the 45 and is forced out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It'll be second and 7.
I'm trying to see who's up there on the line.
He was forced out of bounds by Braylon Johnson.
Braylon Johnson. Yeah, I'm looking to the left. You see John Gorman here. He's very focused on that field right now as his son is is the center.
Yeah.
I
think he'll be taking Thomas Vaughn's place on the team on the first string next year.
Looks like it.
There's the handoff again to Woods, and he's going to end up losing a yard on that one, so it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Bruins, and he's getting up kind of slowly there. He took a shot right in the wrong place.
Yeah, he's holding his arm.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. He had a great night with 2 onside kick recoveries there.
He's going to get looked over by Todd Ross.
Yep.
I see some familiar faces on the sideline. Wesley Coleman is down there, and I saw Lane Hatcher earlier, so we looked it up. ASU's not playing. Wow, that was uncalled for. That pass was intended for Charlie Barker.
Yeah, a little bit behind him. It was Bruffett.
But then he took a nice little shove after the play was over.
Yeah.
Again, there's been a few of those that have been kind of right there on the borderline of late.
I mean, there's some frustrations to be expected on the other side, and
sure.
I don't think any of them been. I mean, that one was just, hey, let's make sure he can't really come up with that ball because it was still in play. But
right at 6 minutes remaining in the game. Here's Bruffett in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. There's the snap, looking to the left side. Lots of pressure, and the pass is out there, and it's complete.
But it is not good for the 4th down conversion attempt. Well, we'll see. It might be close.
It is going to be very close.
No, they're going to give it to him.
No.
The marker's saying first down.
The marker already moved and said first down, but some of the officials.
White hat disagrees.
He says, yeah. Well, no, the marker moved because it's going to be first down that way, the other direction. Yeah.
Gotcha.
He said it was inches shy.
So
that Cupcake Factory 4th down conversion attempt is no good. Of course, the Cupcake Factory is still pretty good.
Still delicious. Yeah. Don't let it reflect poorly on
them. Yeah, not at all. 5 minutes remaining in the game. It's amazing once you get that sportsmanship rule how quick these games go.
Yep.
It's only almost 9 o'clock. 34 degrees outside right now. Thankfully, there is no wind at all, so that's good. Here's the snap for the Bulldogs. Handoff immediately to number 8. I'm going to have to write this
Bailey
down.
again.
Seriously, somebody got a pen.
You got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left.
I got to remember Bailey for 4 minutes.
4 minutes. On the stop was Zach Horsey. Good job, Zach. So 2nd down and 8 to go. You know, the second team here has done a pretty good job of holding their own past 2 drives. You know, they forced a 4th down.
Yeah.
Turnover on downs, rather. So Martinez is in the shotgun. He's got Bailey behind him. Waiting for the snap. He's got 2 receivers to the left. There's a snap. There's a give to Bailey. The ball is loose, but Bailey falls on it. Joseph Osmond looked like he might have had a shot at, but that was good heads-up play by Bailey to get on top of it. And he realized that ball was loose before anyone else did. Rightfully so, since it was just in his hands. As we see number 28, Bo Miller, hustle out there. So Bulldogs looking at 3rd down and 9 from their 47-yard line. Bruins, second team, looking to make one more big stop here to end the half, or in the game, rather.
In the game, right.
There's a snap. Martinez gives it to Bailey. Bailey's once again looking for running room up the middle, and he is stopped. And that was number 34 for the Bruins, Zach Horsey, who just grabbed onto his leg and held on for dear life. I'm sorry, that was Joseph Osman. I saw a 4. That was Joseph Osman on the stop. So it's 4th down and 8 to go. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to punt here, as we see number 1 out there for them. That's Kessler Purdue.
That's another fun name.
Back to receive is
Kessler.
Kessler, I like it.
Very unique.
To make the run and
make the Kessler run in 50 yards.
There's the punt, and it lands at the.
That's actually 2 Star Wars references on this team that I've already. I didn't say the other one, TK. You don't know that one, I guess. Yeah, and you call yourself a geek. What is the matter with you? Gosh.
TK.
Yeah, that was the first 2 initials of the stormtroopers that Luke and Han Solo were imitating.
That one, went way.
Okay.
There's 2 minutes left in this game.
2 minutes left.
As the Bruins, Pfizer's out there. He's going to be in the shotgun. He's telling his receivers, go over there. I'm going to throw the ball to you, maybe.
That is Charlie Pfizer in the quarterback position.
Jet Smith and Hudson Carwell. We got a couple of freshmen out there.
There's the snap. Little pitch goes to Woods.
I don't think Woods wanted the ball.
I don't think so either. He's just kind of looked at it. Oh, that's not Woods.
No,
wait a minute.
That's 30.
That's 33. That is Christian Rose.
Christian Rose did
freshman.
Not want the ball either. I don't think he.
Yeah.
Oh.
You okay? Oh, you hit, your foot did that. I'm sure it hurts when you do that. Yeah, you hit the little thing underneath, and down goes the chair. Here's Charlie Pfizer again from the lots of pressure, looking to the right side. That pass was right at the feet of
82.
Number 82.
Will Hawkins. It really wasn't any way for him to come up with that ball. Even if he had, he wasn't getting much yardage.
Right. 1 minute remaining in the game and counting. Bruins from their own 18-yard line. Here's 3rd and 13 yards to go. Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers left, 3 to the right. There's the snap, rolling out to the left side. Got the pass in the air, and there's the flag I was looking for because he was pushing him out of bounds.
Yeah, that was 83, his intended target. Tyson McCarroll, he didn't really have a chance at that ball because he was already
being shoved out of bounds before that ball was anywhere near him.
Say three deep in there.
On the defense, number 29, 15-yard penalty.
We'll see if we can get that.
First down.
There you go.
See if we can get that for y'all next week, the full game.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, next week, it's 8 seconds left in this one. The Bruins are going to be hosting someone. We're not sure who.
I think it'll be the Arkansas High School. Let's see. And there's the final. You probably need to spike that ball just to make sure there, but now we're not going to worry about it, he says. Game is over. So that's the final from Pulaski Academy here at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. Our final score here is 68-21. And this has been, the first quarter was really all that you needed for this one.
Yeah, I mean, the first 3-4 minutes of that first quarter, that was –
just to see Joe Hyman take that initial kickoff all the way in was just enough to probably for a lot of these fans to come out and brave all this cold.
Oh, yeah.
So it made it well worth it. He came. It was funny. I follow him online, and earlier tonight he posted on Instagram. He had this thing where he says, "All right, it's 2 hours until money," and it has money everywhere on this video. And it was a video from last week, where he was running it in for the touchdown. And sure enough, he brought the money tonight.
Wow. I mean, I don't think I've seen anything quite like that. Not in the first 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, 3 onside kick recoveries, 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. I mean, the special teams just kind of dominated.
Right. They certainly did. Well, so next week, like I said, I can't tell you right now, but it looks like we'll be hosting Arkansas High School. We will be hosting somebody.
Yeah. And it
So-
will be here. It will be at 7 o'clock.
Right, 7 o'clock next Friday.
Bring all your warmest clothes.
Yeah, so if you come out to the game, bring your warmest clothes, bring a radio so you can listen in if you want to hear us. You can tune in to 88.3 or is it 88.7? I forget. We'll post it online. We always do.
Yes.
So, wherever we go, we have to choose someone else. So you've got another. Will, have you got somebody? Or okay, you've got it. All right, we're going to see if we can get Will on here. Says about 30 seconds, I'm guessing. Let's see if we can go to Will on the sidelines.
I believe you said 40.
Okay.
While you get that figured out, I'm going to hand out a couple of bear claws.
Okay.
On the defense, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Chris Connell, who had that interception for a touchdown. Good to see him have a good senior night.
Oh, let's see if we can get to Will real
All
quick.
right.
Well,
Coach Lucas, great showing by your team tonight. How does it feel going to the playoffs really hot?
Oh, it feels great. Guys came out and played hard. I mean, they were focused, and we set the tone early with the onside kick, and Joe, returning 2 kickoffs back for a touchdown. So, yeah, it was big for us. It's going to be big. That was big going to the playoffs.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
all right. Thank you, Coach Lucas, for that. And thanks, Will Graves, for being down there on the sidelines. So, yeah, as you said, next week it looks like we'll be hosting Arkansas High School from Texarkana.
Oh. For the offensive bear claw,
Right.
go ahead and give it to Braden Bratcher.
Yeah, he earned that one tonight.
He got the green light from the coaches to, if he saw one-on-one, he could take it, and he certainly took advantage of that. I mean, I don't know what his final stats were. Obviously, the second half isn't going to do much, but just in that first half, he had 300.
First half, he was 20 of 24 for 341 yards.
Goodness gracious. So that's only going to help
absurd.
solidify his place as number one.
Yeah.
He has number 1 passing yards in the entire state.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier.
And like I said, I think he's in the top 20 for the country, maybe top 15.
I'll look at that. Yeah, I'll have that next week for you.
But and then of course special mention to Joe Hyman.
Right, no kidding. I mean, he really tore it up. I think he had at least 3 of those on his own. 3 of those touchdowns tonight on his own.
Yeah,
2 of them from the kickoffs.
Right. Yeah, two kickoff returns, and so he really wanted to shine tonight, and he certainly did that.
Yep.
So, well, guys, I think that's it from here. We've had a lot of fun. This has been a great game. It was over about the first half, but either way, it's a lot of fun. And
first quarter. Really.
Yeah, first quarter. It's 34 degrees, and I know that everybody out in the crowd is ready to go home. I know we are too. So we will be right back here next Friday. So stick around, and if you can't be here, join us at pabruins.tv or just give us a follow at youtube.com/PALive. And, again, if you want to come out and watch the game, you can bring your radio and you can listen in with us. So always a lot of fun to have folks join us here. So in the meantime, for Brooks Beasley and Holt Short and all of our PA Live crew, I'm Joshua Carroll saying good night, good luck, and 73.